Hi guys, I just came in from Melbourne today. It's good to be here. Thank you. It's good to be in Sydney. I was walking around the city today and I saw the funniest T-shirt I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Like I was walking down the street, right, and this guy had this T-shirt on, and across the T-shirt it just said London, Paris, Sydney, Newcastle. That's a pretty good joke. I don't want anyone to miss out what they've done there. It's subtle. I'll explain it to if anyone that has missed it. What the makers of the shirt have done there is they've listed 3 places with great nightlife and culture, and then Sydney. That was pretty good. I usually only ever get to tell that joke in Melbourne and then they carry me out like I won the World Series. It's pretty good. I like to travel a lot. Traveling is one of my favorite things. I like to read articles before I go anywhere though. I like to read travel articles. There was a really good article on BuzzFeed the other day. It was 20 places to visit before you die. Very interesting. 20 places to visit before you die. Not one of them was a hospital. See a physician and then Machu Picchu, I guess. I've had a bit of a strange week at work. I was talking to my co-worker and he told me that he was going to apply for a management position in the same sentence that he told me that he believed the earth was flat. Which should probably be the first thing they ever ask you in any job interview. It's just like, hey, could you draw us a map of what you think the earth looks like? That's a football pitch, alright, it's going to be a flat out no from us. Don't worry though, it's not the end of the earth. By the way, neither is that. I've had a bit of a crazy week. I was out with my friend the other night. We were hanging out at his house, and he put the kettle on because I fucking go hard. And lad's night in, and he put his kettle on. He goes, "What do you think's my new kettle?" And I go, "It's fine." And he goes, "It costs $200." Why? And he goes, "It's digital." Fuck does that mean? And he goes, "Here," and he pulled up this description on this website, right? And I just want to read you a few excerpts from this really thick paragraph explaining this kettle. So, what we have is this digital kettle complements all modern households. It blends the borders of creativity and freedom. And it combines artistry and innovative ergonomics. And he goes, "What do you think?" And I was like, "Look, man, at no point during that 250-word synopsis did it even remotely suggest that it boils water, which is the #1 function I look for when I hire a kettle." Like, he's like, "You don't understand, it regulates the temperature, it keeps it steady." And I was like, "I just hit the button again, man." And he's like, "No," like he's getting real frustrated. We got this huge argument and things are real heated. They cooled down pretty quickly though because he's not a digital kettle, but I have a real problem in my life with meshing reality and fiction. It's a big problem of mine. I noticed this the other day. I was helping a friend. She was going for a job interview and she wanted some help, some advice. And she goes, "You went for a sales position recently. What did they do for you when you went on your job interview?" And I said, "Well, they sat us all around a table and they gave us a pen. We had to try and sell them the pen." And she looked at me for a moment and she goes, "I'm pretty certain that's from The Wolf of Wall Street." And it was, which was traumatic because I had been walking around thinking that was my own memory, like for quite some time, and it was really, it was really traumatic. And I know traumatic, guys, because when I was younger, my family went on vacation to Paris, and they left me behind. And like, if that wasn't bad enough, 2 guys kept trying to break in. And I had to defeat them using a series of hilarious booby traps. And then a couple of years later, they left me in New York. It wasn't as good as the first one. Everyone was talking about sex before. I'm a pretty kinky guy. I had one of my fantasies fulfilled this week. Actually, it was pretty good. I like it when women dress up for me. I like it when women dress up for me as Commonwealth Bank employees and tell me that I can still afford a home in this economy. She pointed at her glasses down and told me that my credit card debt had been wiped and I came hard. And then I was escorted from the bank. Just a round of applause from anyone in the crowd who likes to masturbate. That's good. There's a lot of people. That's great. I've got a tip for you then. That's good. If maybe you can take something away from this set. My friend was telling me this the other day. Did you know if you sit on your hand long enough before you masturbate, it'll feel like someone else? Which I think is why my ex-girlfriend always wanted to sit on my face. I'm single. Where's that girl that was talking about talking before? Yeah, alright. No, I am single. I like to be single though. I don't like getting in relationships because I think you can sacrifice a lot of yourself when you're with someone. Like for example, I dated a vegetarian for a short period of time, and during this period of time I also became vegetarian because whatever. But no, I played that up a little bit, haven't I? It's not really a big sacrifice, like being vegetarian. I guess it's not a huge deal. Like I've dated girls since, yeah, this girl gets it. Like I've dated girls since that have been like vegetarian or like vegan or anaphylactic or gluten-free or couldn't feed them after midnight. No, that's gremlins, isn't it? I always get them mixed up. Maybe they were gremlins, I don't know. It would definitely explain why they kept telling me I couldn't get them wet, but I was sleeping with a girl recently, thank you, and we're sleeping together, and we're about halfway through, so about 3 minutes in, and I'm a nice guy. I wanted to make sure that she's having a good time. I wanted to make sure that she was having fun, so I was like, hey, is this good for you? And she's like, yeah, it's alright. But I could really use a cigarette. Which isn't a good feeling if I'm being honest. When you're inside of someone, you're like, hey, is this good for you? And they're like, yeah, you're looking better. Cancer. I've been Perri Cassie, guys. Thank you very much.